fishing boat heading out, and the canoeist down there as well. Let's see if my ceiling stays up. Well, promising so far, but jury remains out. Well, so far it's stayed up here. This bit here was never actually stuck. I stuck it up, but it's just got bent over time, so we'll see if it will flatten out. There's actually very little in behind it because there's the hole up here under the mast. Stern shower, if I can get it open. And the hose obviously has a problem with the hole in it. That might be why there's all that rust down on the engine bay underneath. And disconnected. Don't know if you can see it. It's got plugs in. Well, here's the excessively long hose, all twisted up. And we're going to see if we can take the outer bit off. Now there's its bag, and there's all the rust I was talking about, including on the engine mount. Well, I can barely fit in there. Taking the rudder bar off makes a huge difference. And we'll get this out. Oh, another one of those little things that weren't disclosed, and we didn't think to check or have time to. The whole hose has collapsed, it's flat, and obviously they disconnected it after eventually finding out there was a leak. Fairly obvious one from here. And we'll give it a clean. It's Tuesday, quite a nice day really. T-shirt weather. I never put the tools away. That wasn't very sensible. The old external shower, which I've removed. The hose has had it. I could buy a new hose. However, no guarantee the mixer's working, and the nozzle certainly didn't seem to have the on bit working. So Boomsco had direct replacement, so we did have that. I've gone for this one, and it's easy to get replacement nozzles for that. It does fit in the same hole though. These connectors off. Good old Leopard have used Stickerflex 291 in here. It has seals, so it shouldn't need it. So we have new connection hoses, new shower hose, and a more commonly available shower nozzle, and a different recess in there, as the old one was circular and couldn't fit a different nozzle up. Okay, first problem. This is what we have. Different size. I think we'll just do the expediency of swapping the hoses over. Right, the old one on my right, O-rings have had it. New one here, I could swap them over, but because they are the same size, might not look it. But I might get Stuart to bring some new ones. Stuart's already halfway to town, so I might go and see if I can get fittings that, well, these look like John Guest fitting that fits this at that end and still this size. Focus, the size at the hose end. Right, I've cleaned as much of the 291 out as I can. I'll probably have to use PTFE tape just to be sure. Oh, I've disconnected the steering. Makes the access so much easier, so we need to get over those pipes there. Right, I've connected up the bag. We just turn the water pressure back on and see if there's any leaks. None I can see there. I did check it once before. Right, well, the mixer down for off, up for on, turn to mix, and there's a trigger on the hose. Well, it's a beautiful day, and look what's coming up the harbour. Looks like the Tucker Thompson. Matthew spent a week on board her for school, or 5 days maybe, up in the harbour. Looks like she's heading for Port Nico wet berth, which is just down here on the side of the barge with the black hole and the red and white superstructure. Oh, with effort, move the mattress up into the forward cabin. Okay, what do we have? 350 litres of diesel, the hot water cylinder, and some water. Well, I had a suggestion that there could be water under the port aft berth, and indeed there is. Well, it's not actually easy to get to. A wee electric pump would be a good idea. There's a fair amount of it. Oh, here's the stern end, and we do have a 12 volt accessory plug. That might be the easier option. Obviously there's no connection through under here because it's bone dry. Right, a quick trip to the closest marine shop. So inline pump, alligator clips, but I've got a cigarette lighter or plug we'll put on it. Hose running into the sink. Houston, we have a problem. It's a USB port. However, never fear, we have 12 volts here within reach. Oh, success. Oh, that didn't take long. We'll mop it out when it's dried a bit more. Can't actually easily reach that. Be easier if the hot water cylinder wasn't there. Oh, there's the drain, I presume, the expansion exit from the hot water cylinder. This will be drain from the bottom of the diesel tank. Fortunately, we now have plastic tanks, not aluminium. And this is the side of the generator. We've got not only the fill and the vent, we have engine supply return, generator supply return, and transfer across from the port tank. And there is the tank level sensor. I'm sure I've got another one of these at home, but a useful thing. We'll pump diesel as well, but then probably you wouldn't want to pump potable water through it, but very good for emptying out little spaces. Now it's a case of finding the leak. I still think it's window. Previous owner 2 ago has been in contact and said they had the same problem and traced it to a leak in one of the hatches. Well, that's the only hatch that's likely to leak. That one doesn't get enough rain, and this one here wasn't leaking when I checked it in the last big rain. It is getting heavier. I'll wait for it to stop and then I'll head home. not heavy enough to be forcing any leaking at this stage.